Hey guys, thanks for coming to the Bridgestone booth. I'm Corey Conswager. I'm in charge of golf ball marketing here at Bridgestone, and I get the privilege of telling you about the all-new E-Series for 2013, shipping February 1st. We fit over 200,000 consumers, and what we've found is about 40% of those individuals fall into an E-Series. And why is that? Well, it's because they're dealing with trajectory challenges. So the E5 for players that need to hit it a little bit higher, E6 to help minimize the dispersion, and even the E7 for the players that are just about maximum distance. We've made some pretty significant changes here. These golf balls in general have been about a 330 dimple structure in the past. We actually went to 326 for a very specific reason. The dual dimple will continue, but with the 326 structure we can actually go about 6% larger. What does that mean? Well, that means that we can now go in and modify the inner dimple. The E5 has a shallower inner dimple designed to promote a higher trajectory. This is kind of what I like to describe as the dual threat, meaning it's a two-piece urethane constructed golf ball. It's for the player that needs the golf ball to get up in the air, yet the dual threat of it is that the cover material itself will promote increased greenside control because it is urethane, it's tour caliber urethane. By going shallower with the dimple, the peak trajectory of this model will be higher than previous generation. The E6 has really been our course, and the E6 fits such a large percentage of the people that we work with. Why? Because they're dealing with the slice spin issues and the hook spin issues. And what is that a result of? Well, it's just a result of excessive spin. It's the softest multi-layer golf ball available, and what that will do is actually promote spin reduction. Golf balls rotate in really two different manners. One, they rotate in this direction, kind of front to back, but they also rotate on an axis, and when the axis starts to lean right, the golf ball creates slice spin. When the axis rotates left, that's where the hook comes in, and like anything else, the fastest way from point A to point B is a straight line. If we can minimize the effect of that dispersion, the golf ball will travel further, and that's really where the soft compression comes in. And then finally, the E7, as I like to describe as our sleeper, the E7 is really for the player that strikes the golf ball pretty well. They're also a little bit higher head speed, maybe around the 100-mile-per-hour range. But they played with the same three playing partners for the last 9 years, and they're tired of being one club, two clubs behind them. How did we do it? We went in and we reformulated the core. And the core itself is going to promote higher ball speeds. It's slightly more firm than previous generation. Higher ball speeds equate to more distance. The E7 also has a shallow dimple, similar to the E5, just to give it a little bit more lift. Overall, the ball flight was a little too flat versus previous generation, so we're really pleased with the changes here and excited about the all-new E-Series that we're launching right here at the show.
What does E stand for?
The E, technically the E itself, it could be Eric, that's very true, but the E itself is not referring to one specific name, but the E has really lived on. We launched the E-Series back in November of 2005, and it has done really well. It actually just started as these two models here, E5 and E6. We went through, and in 2007 the E7 was launched, and the E7 was a result of the ball fitting data that we received and realized that there were consumers that were good ball strikers. They fell into the E-Series, but they needed more distance, and how did we do it? We took the three-piece construction, really worked on the core to deliver and promote the overall increased distance.
Would you say that more in ball design is on the cover and aerodynamics than materials and core construction and stuff these days?
That's a good question. There's still opportunity to improve really all areas of the golf ball. With the E-Series for us, the focus was primarily on the dimple structure. And the dimple really basically affects the way that the golf ball flies. Is it high? Is it low? How does it handle in certain conditions? And dual dimple is something that's really resonated with us. If you guys remember, we launched dual dimple back in 2011 with these three models. We actually introduced it to the B330 series in 2012 and had our best year on tour. So we found that that works really well. Is there opportunity to do more with mantle layer materials? Yes. Can the core be adjusted? Absolutely. When you look at golf balls that are introduced every single day, some are firmer, some are softer, and that's very much a result of the proper mixture of the core and what are you trying to achieve with that individual model.
Hi, I'm Josh Kitchen, Club and Accessories Manager for Bridgestone Golf. Something exciting we're introducing for 2013 is our NCAA Collegiate Licensed Shaft collection. We have 60 total NCAA teams, covers the whole nation, and they're constantly adding more, so we'll continue to keep our inventory up to date and keep adding them as they come. So this is something we're real excited about, and look forward to seeing them in 2013.
And that's a steel shaft, and the graphics are right on the shaft. It's not a
Correct. Yeah.
cover or a sticker or anything.
Yeah, it's a steel shaft. It's a dynamic gold wedge flex shaft. Only one flex, and then it's just a heat treatment applied to the shaft. So highly durable, and it'll last quite a few rounds. So looks great, and it won't break down on you.
How much weight does that add to the shaft?
Minimal. They're saying about 1 to 2 grams. So very, you're not going to be able to notice it. It's a wedge flex shaft again, so it's really for the guy that's just the die-hard college fan. You're obviously not going to get these in the Tour Pros guys that want the S300 or S400 or whatever it may be. There is actually an ability to add those later, but just for the initial offering, it's just this one here. There's some other items about it. We've got these colored ferrules here. These haven't been 100% confirmed through Japan yet, so we're just waiting for approval on those, but we think we're going to be able to get these. We're pretty sure this is going to be an April launch for the ferrule combination here as well, so pretty excited about the way they look and the way they pop on the shelf.
Yeah.
These are just available in wedges, so none of the irons.
Just the wedges.
Yeah. $30 upcharge for these.
Okay.
Failed to mention that.
What is the process then by which this is on?
To be honest with you, this is not something that we do. I buy this from another shaft manufacturer called Loomis Golf, Meyer Performance Composites. Loomis, do you remember the old shaft manufacturer Loomis?
Yeah.
Yeah, they were kind of back in the day, and
They made fishing rods and stuff too.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, same company. So basically, they take the dynamic gold shaft and then they put this polyurethane type coating on it, and then they apply heat to it, and it almost works like an iron-on t-shirt or something like that. So it just basically applies the decal, if you will, to the shaft.
Right.
It adheres, and then we've done some durability testing with sandpaper and stuff, and it holds up really, really well. So
Yeah, you can't
like scratch it off.
Can't even try to get into it.
Exactly. Basically, these are all hats designed and colors chosen by Matt Kuchar to wear on tour in 2013. So we're going to have heavy tour exposure on these. Matt Kuchar's going to be wearing these all over tour, and these are styles and colors that he actually went through and chose himself. So all the color combinations you see here are really exciting and something that he's really going to stand behind. You know, we've got the pink hat for your Mother's Day events, your breast cancer awareness. We've got the nice red, white, and blue for Memorial Day, military type folk. Just other kind of variety of colors that really popped on tour and on the shelf.
Is the material like a anti-sweat proof type?
It's actually a lightweight. It's called Kona cotton. So it's
100% cotton.
Quite lightweight, yeah. But it's a lot more breathable than your typical cotton that's been used in the past. So this was our previous generation here. It's just a nice chino twill, and you can feel how much lighter and more breathable this fabric is compared to that. So Kuchar just loves the feel, the touch of cotton, right? Is the right.